Roses, the queen of the garden, the conveyor of copious messages in the language and symbolism of flowers such as passionate love, beauty, rewarded virtue, friendship, ephemeral beauty, and so much more according to their variety, color, and even how they're presented to another person. There is no other flower more referenced throughout history to hold significance and milestones throughout our lives, and the multitude of symbolic meanings and secret coded messages all the way through to today. Using roses as cut flowers from the garden is one of the most rewarding things you can do. Because of their ephemeral beauty, we long to hold on to each bloom and cherish and admire their formation, colors, and of course their fragrance. It's lovely to give away your garden-grown roses to others too, as we've done this for centuries. And we just don't do enough of this. Bring them inside your own home and let yourself indulge in their beauty and fragrance. Gracing your dinner table, your kitchen counter, or your nightstand. Whatever the case, I'm going to share with you and show you how to get the most out of your roses as cut flowers, and then how to display them and gift them in various and lovely ways. Those videos will come a little later. Before you begin collecting your roses from the garden, think about the occasion, as well as your predetermined palette and aesthetic. What will they be used for? Your own home or a gift? Do you have enough of one color rose to create an arrangement? Usually, if you're designing an average size floral centerpiece, for instance, you'll need approximately 7 to 9 stems of roses. If they're very large blooms, you may use less. And for your colors, try to keep it in the monochromatic or analogous color scheme. Monochromatic means different shades of a single color, and analogous means colors that lie adjacent to one another on the color wheel. In the next video, I'll talk more about this as we design a beautiful floral arrangement using garden roses. Always cut roses early in the morning if possible. This is when the bloom is the most hydrated, and it's not stressed from the sun or other environmental factors. If you must cut during the heat of the day or in full sun, you may not have the most hydrated blooms. So depending on the variety, its base life will be compromised to a certain extent. When you cut from a rose bush, always cut above the first full set of leaves, and assure that you're cutting the set of leaves in which a node is outward facing. If you cut above a set of leaves that has an inward facing node, the new king growth will grow inside the rose bush, which is not good for the shape or the health of the rose bush. Rose bushes need lots of airflow inside the center of the bush to resist airborne fungus and other diseases. Good airflow equals a healthier rose bush. It will also look better with outward-facing growth. Strip the foliage immediately following the cut and place them in a bucket of room temperature water. Take this bucket along with you as you're cutting and keep it shaded and cool. Try and work as quickly as possible so you can get your bucket inside, out of the garden, and on to the next step of conditioning. Conditioning your roses is the step that I believe gives the rose the longest vase life. Once you've brought your roses inside, transfer them to another bucket that holds commercial flower food in room temperature water. Before placing them into the new bucket, remove all additional foliage. Just strip the entire rose from its leaves and thorns, give it a fresh and sharp-angled cut at the bottom of the stem, and put them into water. If you have a designated refrigerator for flowers, place your roses in there for a little while, maybe half an hour or so if you have time, or longer. A designated refrigerator means there's no food in it. Food emits ethylene gas, and it will begin to deteriorate these roses immediately, any flowers for that matter. Flowers go with flowers, not flowers go with food is the general rule of thumb. If you don't have refrigeration, it's not a problem. Just keep your roses in the darkest and coolest possible place, away from any sunlight for a few hours while they hydrate. Once they are hydrated, you can start your arrangement. But if you don't have time to condition your roses prior to arranging, it's okay. Just do the additional prep meaning the sharp angle cut, and let them condition as long as you can, even while you're arranging them. In my next video, I'm going to show you my favorite way to display my cut roses in my home. I'll share lots of floral design and arranging tips there too, so I hope you'll join me.